We got ourselves Born Lich on Team Blue. With Apocrypha, we got ourselves Loopy, Duplin, and Nyx versus Team Red with Carrie, Fluffy, Raven, Rimuru, and we got ourselves Jane's our Demon Hunter from Russia. Or Serbia or Slavic country? One or the other. These very similar letters, I would think. I would only would know Russia. It's gonna be Born Lich with a little bit of that. Oh, Remorseless is gonna get himself a big old Drake. No, actually not a big Drake. It's actually just a trait that sends out a media Drake to give him extra mastery. Really good in AoE. Not really sure how good it is for single target here, but Born Lich is going to find himself at about under half his health, actually close to the 20-30% mark. Is going to trick it out of that Imprison, and Janezar is looking just to get away from the guy. He's going to get interrupted on the channel of the Cyclotronics. So Janezar is going to be losing out on the trinket damage. He's going to get a Crucible to follow Born Lich, trying to leverage those Death Strikes back to back. Big old I-Beam, and down he goes. Janezar taking out that DK fairly quickly. Duplin is going to be up next with a disarm onto Janezar immediately for a few seconds that he did have demonic form up and running. And Duplin going to trinket out of that short stun, and it's going to go for a Stormbolt with Recklessness. Needs to get him some big rampage. This actually was getting quite a bit of damage back to back though. But James is going to drop down Darkness. Duplin is not going to be there to fight in that darkness for a moment longer. James still has Metamorphosis if things ever go bad. Stun onto Duplin is going to get himself a big old I-Beam. That stun was super short on Duplin though. Landing that fear onto James doesn't want to deal with him while Metamorphosis is up and running. But now he can't escape the meta. He cannot escape the meta. Huge damage on the Duplin right now. He's going to have to use Enrage Regeneration on them soon, hopefully. Is going to use it right here. Just to get himself another heal going. As many heals as possible. He's recovering quite a bit of health, as Janezar is looking very much stabilized every time he's in demonic form. He does get a lot of extra leech, so the more damage he does, the more healing he gets. And it's going to be a disarm short on Duplin. He's going to get hit with a stun right after though. Janezar versus Duplin. Duplin is down on his massive defensive, but he did use it during Metamorphosis, during some of the biggest cooldowns out of Janezar. So maybe Duplin might be able to escape scot-free from here on. Going to be Janezar actually flying up in air, getting a couple of those free fell lances onto Duplin. Quite a bit of damage too. Oh no, Duplin is going to be so behind on health right now. Does get a charge heal. Needs a lot more of those. It's actually going to get quite a bit of burst damage on Janezar, dropping him close to half his health. Duplin getting caught on the stun though. Could that be the end for the guy right now? Actually getting a Bloodthirst at the very second. Oh, barely any health left. And down he goes. Next up is going to be Loopy Hunt. Right afterwards, going to get himself a little bit of a Cobra shot over at Janezar. Where's his pet? Where's your pet? There he is. Took him a second. He's stealthing around the whole time. Gonna be Janezar taking advantage of that opportunity. No pet available. Nothing you can do about it. Is gonna get interrupted on his Cyclotronic with a stun around the corner. Janezar gonna trinket that stun very, very late though. Not really sure if he needed to. That's gonna be that Azerite Elemental there for Loopy. He got pets for days. He's got the Basilisk. He's got the Azerite Elemental. He's got his pet. Gonna be shortest stun for Loopy Hunt though. Did you really need to use it? Because that's gonna be a full imprison on you right now. And Janezar still not looking too good. Needs to get himself a lot of healing. That's a lot of pets to cleave off of, so that's exactly what he should be doing. He needs to be trying to get himself as much healing as possible. The Basilisk despawns. The Azerite Elemental should be going away very, very soon. And Loopy Hunt has his one big defensive. Does land a freezing trap on Janezar, but he breaks it immediately. Was that the best move there, bud? I would have waited maybe for a stun, maybe got himself a heal. It's going to be stun onto Loopy Hunt now. There's going to be a couple of Chaos Strikes, and that's probably going to be the ending with a Blade Dance to follow. Finishing off the Hunter, and Nyx, the Frost DK, is up next with Janezar. Nyx playing a very staunch, very stubborn Frost DK playstyle where he sits and fights and doesn't run anywhere. Can you believe it? Who does that anymore? It's all hit and run strats nowadays. It's gonna be stun on Janezar for a second. There's gonna be some not touch of death. What am I talking about? It's like he's not a monk. He's not that bad as a monk. Oh, gonna be fly up in the air for Janezar. Actually lured Nyx out from his comfort zone. AMS immediately comes out and actually does absorb enough damage for Nyx. Still took a couple of those fell lances to the face. Tried to get away from Nyx. Every time he had transfusion rolling, Nyx is gonna trick it out of this. Tried to get himself as many death strikes as he can. Imprison is gonna stop him in place. Janezar does not want to fight this DH or DK. Every time he has a big death strikes available, he just doesn't want to do it. He wants to do a hit and run. Let him do a little bit of damage to Nyx and bail out of there as soon as he got anything massive. That is going to be a death pact available for Nyx. Perfect opportunity for Jane's to go ham bow, but it's going to be a strangulate out of the Death Knight, trying to go for as many death strikes while he's got it. Perfect opportunity for Jane's in this situation, just go for massive damage, sees that transfusion, wants to bail out of it immediately. Grip coming out by Nyx, getting hit with an interrupt, and Nyx is going to recover in a lot of that health. Darkness coming in for Jane's right now. Nyx could walk him out, but decided, you know what? I can just Death Strike through it. I can just outlive it. I can literally out-heal it. The harder you hit me, the more I heal. It's actually just an unfair playstyle by Death Knights when you think about it. If they Death Strike at the right time, take the biggest hit, Death Strike, they heal through full. They heal all of it back. And Janezar is going to fly up in there. No! Getting yoinked. Looks like you're grounded, my guy. Janezar trying to make a play that he tried before, but Nyx a little bit quick on the draw. Did use Lichborn here, so he's not going to have Lichborn for a little bit. As long as Nyx does not have a transfusion, which should be coming up sometime soon, then Janezar should have a decent advantage. Nyx got some cooldowns rolling. This way he needs to get himself a huge Remorseless Winter rolling. This is where those big transfusions are coming out. Big death strikes to follow for Nyx. It does get hit with an imprison right after. And Janezar bailing out of there for a second. Might have to wait until his full metamorphosis is back up and running, which should be up very soon. It is about 6 minutes into the fight. Meta is only a 4-minute CD. Well, it is a 4-minute CD. It's a pretty long CD, honestly, but he should be able to use it sometime soon-ish. Nyx, though, got himself a bit of Remorseless Winter rolling. Full Metamorphosis coming out for Janezar. Might be able to get enough Fury pressure onto Nyx right now. Huge Annihilate's coming out. AMS is not going to save you now. Buster Brown trying to get himself a bit of Death Strikes back to back. Still got Remorseless rolling stun onto Janezar. He doesn't have a trick at Nyx. Still is in a bad position. Using Crucible offensive. The Transfusion coming out right now. Janezar could fly up in the air if he wanted to, but he's just going to leverage the Demon Hunter full potential, full sustained burst damage that he's got going on. Stun onto Nyx. He does Lich Born out of it for a second, but he doesn't want to fly up in the air for a moment. Nyx got himself another Remorseless Winter rolling with Runic Empowerment, so it's going to give him a lot of Runic power, but still none of that Transfusion, Death Strike, Empowerment. Actually, Janezar is going to be able to take flight, not going to get gripped while he's fully up in the air. Nyx is going to go for a Death Pact right now. Needs to get massive Death Strikes onto Janezar to do anything here. Still using Crucible hyper offensively, and Nyx just might go down here, and down he goes. Janezar just outlasted. Just outlasted the guy. Oh my goodness. That metamorphosis came in clutch. Apocrypha, are you gonna have any easier time with Janezar though? He just beat Nyx, and Nyx is super tanky as a Frost DK, man. Can you obliterate this guy? Maybe the pets will do the work. Abomination coming out right now into Janezar. He's going to get himself I-Beam rolling a little bit early, and he's going to use a Crucible defensively while the Leech is up and running before Dampening gets out of control. Necrotics are coming out immediately for Apocrypha, and Janezar knows he needs to bail out of the situation immediately. Does get Blur up and running. So if he can somehow get him yet another I-Beam in there, he might be in a good spot. Does get a stun to Apocrypha, and he's going to bail out of it. Good hit and run strat for Janezar. Got quite a bit of damage onto Apocrypha. Now it's going to be a death bag by the DK early on, although Janezar can't go hyper offensive right now. Has a chicken coming up at the very last second. Needs to bail out of this situation. Get an I-Beam up and running a little bit early. This might be able to actually get himself some healing off of the Pet Cyclotronic Blast coming out onto the DK. That's actually quite a lot of damage. It's going to fly up in the air, and it's actually going to get a couple of those Fell Lances on Apocrypha. That's his perfect opportunity to start hitting the pet if he doesn't have anything else to hit. Why is Demonic Form up and running? Apocrypha does not have a lot of cooldowns left either, though. Staron onto Apocrypha with a Blade Dance to follow. Could he eliminate him? Oh my god, the Rusted Demon Hunter did it, man. He does it again. That was so well done. That was so well done, DH. I like that, dude. Holy crap. He played that super carefully, man.